there's a myriad causes for this. But do you know what myriad means, Angela?
Are you being condescending?
Yes.
Well done. There's several things that have led to this for you, Rainn.
Hey Human. Watch Hey Human with me, Rainn Wilson.
Fantastic. There we are. I love it. So I've got two cameras going. This is weird. What Facebook doesn't have, what Instagram has, is the little hearts floating up that give me a sense of self-esteem. I feel like, oh, I'm loved. 148 people are sending little hearts floating up. So you Facebook people, hey Instagram people, look, I'm talking to Facebook people over here and vice versa. Oh, this is weird. This is like an episode of Black Mirror. Oh, it's freaking me out. Facebook people, go over to the @SoulPancake Instagram. Sarah Crowley says, I don't have Instagram. Give me a break. Of course you have Instagram. There you have it. So go over to the @SoulPancake Instagram and follow me live right now. And I'm going to be interviewing Angela Kinsey in like 5 or 10 minutes. Do you follow? Let's do this. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Okay. Sorry, I'm not so good at this. View post. Share. Share now. It's been shared to my timeline. Okay. What the hell? Okay, there we go.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Hey, hi, guys. Sorry, I've been ignoring you. I was trying to get some of my Facebook followers to the @Instagram live, @SoulPancake Instagram live. I personally, welcome to Hey Human, everybody. We've got a special guest, Angela Kinsey, will be joining me live here in a few minutes. Yes, Angela. I heard see a little thing. Angela, exclamation point. The beloved, wonderful Angela. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Soul Pancake. It's a company I co-created and has been a big part of my life for the last 10 years. It's an online digital platform to uplift and connect people. And so we thought, why not just do a live show where anything can happen because it's live. Wah! And interview random people from the internet about their human experiences surviving this quarantine and these crazy times and connecting with one another, trying to look for the silver lining in all of this madness. So Angela Kinsey is coming right up, and then some random people from the internet that I will be interviewing today. So me personally, Rainn, I have a lot more viewers on my Instagram and my Facebook and stuff than Soul Pancake does, but so I'm trying to get some of those guys over to the @SoulPancake to watch the show here on Soul Pancake. But I was thinking about today about we have a hard time as a species, I think, living in dichotomies, living in kind of two facts that bump up against each other. If I could create a Venn diagram, and maybe I'll try and create a Venn diagram. I'm not really very good at it, but I see a notepad sitting here, and maybe I have a Sharpie. Yes, I have a Sharpie. It would be that this time is equal parts terrifying. I mean, people are dying, and some of the numbers that you read about in little areas like New York or Italy or Spain, it's very scary. We're getting, into the hundreds and thousands of mortalities. So it's not a joking matter at all. It's equal parts terrifying. Angela Kinsey will be joining me in the next 10 minutes or so. Angela Kinsey from the office. So this is backwards, but you get the idea. Terrifying. And then it's also equal parts like connected. Like, I feel more connected than I have previous, in the months before this, because I'm reaching out more. I'm texting friends. I'm connecting with people online a lot more. And then I think disconnected is one, maybe. Disconnected. Disconnected. And then one more is strange funny. So where they all meet up is in the middle, right here. So this is where we're living right now, and this is hard for me and other people to process. We're in connected, terrifying, disconnected, and strange/funny. It's kind of funny. There's been a lot of very funny memes going on at the same time. So one of the things I think we struggle with as human beings is living in a dichotomy, living in two things that don't necessarily sync up in a space where we've never lived before. And I think it's okay to allow for the fact that this is terrifying and it's also funny. It's both of those things. If you're being funny, it doesn't mean you're neglecting the terrifying. And if you're being terrified, it doesn't mean you're neglected the funny. And we're getting more connected. Look at this show we're doing right now. Look at how connected we all are. And we're also really disconnected because we can't hug people. We can't go to coffee shops. And we can't drop by and see our neighbors. And we can't go to our church gatherings, And we can't say hi to people and grab them and shake their hands and high-five them. It's very disconnected at the same time. So let's today just think about, and there's probably more I could add to this list, but for now we'll just leave it at these four, that we're living here in a very strange time that's between strange, funny, terrifying, connected, and disconnected all at the same time. That's how I feel. Discombobulated is how I feel. I never have used the word discombobulated in my life, but I'd say in the last 10 days I've been using it over and over again, discombobulated. Because I'm just I'm here. It's pretty normal life. I've got food. Thank God I've got enough money. I was on a TV show for a while, so I'm doing okay. A lot of you, I understand, are not doing okay. And I guess that's maybe the other one is afraid of the future. There's a circle missing here that has to do with fear of employment and a job and paying rent in July. And a lot of people, including, I lived month to month for the first 15 years of my life as an actor. I know what that's like and how scary that is. So a lot of people living month to month as well. So there's a lot of financial insecurity and fear going on as well that is very real. So that's very anxious, anxiety provoking as well. So we could put in anxiety and financial concerns as well, and those are very real. But my point is more about, can we all live together, understanding that there's a lot of different feelings going on inside of us, and that's okay. And isn't there kind of a life lesson in there about the fact that life sometimes has all of these dichotomous angles kind of interblending and knocking up into each other? Sometimes you're at a funeral and you'll see something that's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. Sometimes you're at a wedding and you're the saddest you've ever felt in your life. This is part of the human experience, and we have to accept that and embrace that. That's all I wanted to say for my little weird Instagram sermon today, was it's okay to embrace all of these very, very different feelings. Does that make sense? So thank you, everyone, for writing in. It's nice to hear from you. We're going to be interviewing some random people from the internet, but we're also going to be talking to Ms. Angela Kinsey. So let's see if she's here somewhere. So all of you random internet viewers, please log in and ask to share screen. Ask to share screen and join conversation, join screen or whatever. But right now we're going to talk to Ms. Angela Kinsey. Big round of applause. Can we all put our Instagram hands together, our virtual hands together? And look who's here. Can you believe it?
Hi.
Hey, Ange, how you doing?
Hi, buddy. It's so good to see you.
Hey, it's great to see you. I'm doing a live Instagram show. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. I watched your whole beginning. I listened to you and I saw you draw your circles and I thought there was some really good stuff there, Rainn.
Well, I'm sure you watched all of the last 7 episodes that we've done as well to research being a guest on this show.
Very much so.
Yeah. Hey. So we've done, this is show number 8. We've been plugging away every day at noon. Sometimes, we get 200 viewers, and now we got, because you're live now, we've got another 2,000, which is fantastic.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks, Angela Kinsey's viewers. Thanks for coming on. Please make sure, everyone, to follow @SoulPancake. It's a terrific online digital media platform. Obviously, YouTube channel and Facebook are much bigger than its Instagram presence, which is about 200,000 followers. But we really wanted to do the show on a platform that is all about bringing people together and connecting them. So you saw my little Venn diagram that I did, Angela.
I did.
And there's some missing, but this is a start. Maybe we'll do part 2 tomorrow. But terrifying, connected, disconnected, and strange and funny at the same time. And we're here, and sometimes we go in between all of those different feelings and others. Do you have any experiences like that or anything to share on this theme?
Yeah, I mean, I have 3 children, and they're 11, 11, and 9. And so I'm also navigating this through their eyes and trying to think about what their world is like right now. And also, it's hard because I feel like that I'm trying to keep things not scary for them, but also things are scary, so it's sort of this balance with the kids. And that has been kind of interesting because I want to be truthful to them. I want them to know the stakes of what's happening in the world and how we need to be responsible. But I also don't want them to live paralyzed by fear. So there's a little bit of that. Oh, someone asked me if I'm in my That's What She Shed. Yes, I am. I'm in my That's What She Shed. Sorry, Rainn.
I didn't know that was the thing.
This is my shed, Rainn. I got a shed and I made it my home office, but it's just a tough shed like you'd buy at Home Depot.
Is that the one out by I saw that in your backyard. Is that by your pool kind of? Like?
Yes, it's dangerously close to my swimming pool because it's the only place we had to put it. But I am very thankful that I have this little space to work. And
it's lovely.
Thank you. I have a question for you. This is off topic. Is that a cage behind your head?
Yeah.
What lives in it?
Oscar Nunez.
Oscar! That would be amazing actually if you popped out. He would do it.
He would do it.
He would totally do it.
He would do it.
But no, it is one of those things, Rainn. It's like what you were saying where you can be at a wedding and it's a happy occasion and be sad, or you can be somewhere where you're supposed to be sad and you and your friend get tickled about something. All those emotions converge. You don't stop having all the feelings you always have. Your environmental life is changing, but you are still you and you're still trying to process all the information. And some days you're going to be scared and some days you're going to feel triumphant, like you got this. And other days you're going to laugh because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. It's all of those things, and they're all okay.
I think society kind of tells us what we should be feeling. And I think the source of a lot of, I've suffered a lot in my past from anxiety and depression. Something I've started kind of writing about a little bit more, something I want to kind of share more with people because it's such a relevant topic today in young people, the epidemic proportions of anxiety and depression that are going on. And I think there's a myriad causes for this. But do you know what myriad means, Angela?
Are you being condescending?
Yes.
Well done. There's several things that have led to this for you, Rainn.
Oh, you're sharp as a tack. I love it. So, but
continue.
I'm sorry?
I said continue.
Thank you. With your permission, thank you.
Yes.
Block, ban, hang up. Listen, I think people get confused sometimes because they feel like society tells you what you should be feeling, and then you're feeling something different, and it doesn't compute, and it's
right.
And I think social media doesn't help that. I was looking at social media recently, and I was just because I have here I try and stay off of it a lot. Personally, I post things, but I try not to just spend hours surfing on it. But because I have Soul Pancake on the iPad, I was looking at it a lot, and there were people writing poetry, and I was like, and posting their poetry. I was like, I should be writing poetry. And there were people taking photographs of like birds in the spring. I'm like,
yeah,
I should be taking photographs of birds in the spring. And there were people like doing crafts, and then there were people working out, people doing yoga, and I was like, I should be doing that. I should be doing that.
If that's what your social media was full of, I would call you and be like, are you okay?
What do you mean?
You okay?
If you saw me doing that on social media?
Like if your social media all of a sudden became arts and crafts and photos of birds, I'd be like, Rainn, do I need to come over?
You know that I have an inner hippie in me.
I know that. You're crunchy. I know you're crunchy.
I'm a little crunchy. I'm very much love, power, bringing people together.
Yes.
Can we all just get along? Kumbaya. There's a big kumbaya component to the old.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
And but so I was seeing all this stuff, and I was thinking I should be doing all that. Then I felt bad, and it's like, oh, I lost you for a minute. But I felt bad. I was like, but I'm doing enough. I mean, I'm doing this show, and I'm writing some projects, and I'm involved in some other things, and Soul Pancake that's uplifting. So I feel like in my head, I know I'm doing what I need to be doing right now. But then I felt really bad. But I think for me, like one of the stories from my life was that when I got out of acting school and I was a professional actor and I had a beautiful girlfriend, now my wife at the time, and I had a great apartment in Brooklyn, but I was really unhappy, even though everything that I thought in my head I had always wanted, I had, and I was still really unhappy. And so it's really been a lifelong journey. Like, why do I feel unhappy, even though I have all of these things that I've wanted my whole life? So a lot of times society, our inner experience doesn't match up to what our externals are. You know what I mean? Do you have any experience like that?
All the time. I feel like I just could be doing better than whatever it is, wherever I'm at in life. Like, I should be more accomplished, right? Maybe I should have taken that job in New York, and maybe I would be whatever Oscar nominee or whatever it is that you judge yourself by.
Yeah.
But really, I try to quiet all of that noise, because it's just noise.
How do you quiet all that noise? The comparison, envy, the what ifs, the shoulds, I should be, the anxiety that comes from it.
I try to, one of the things my dad, when he was alive, he would share with me is how he would deal with stress is he would go out and do something with his hands and kind of get connected back into his body and out of his head a little. And so I try to do things like that ground me in the present. And, children are very grounding in that way, Rainn, because our kids live in the right now. They don't think, they don't plan for future. They don't really have a concept of the past, children, when they're young. And so it kind of forces you to be in the present. But I do think about my dad quite a bit, how he would go, we had a farm, and he would go like build a fence or something, and kind of get himself back in just like his body a little bit. So I'll do little projects, and I know they might seem simple, but it helps me. It's almost a form of meditation where I'll do something really simple, like, all right, today I'm going to organize the pantry. I know it's very simple, but it's also about starting a task and
Could
seeing
you
it all the
organize
way.
would you organize my pantry?
I will come over when they allow me, Rainn. When I'm allowed, I'll come over and organize your pantry. It brings me joy. It's also about starting a task and finishing it. I feel like a lot of times in our industry, and I know this is different depending on what your industry is, a lot of time our dreams feel very big and out of our control, and like we are always like, I don't know, that we don't get to make a lot of choices sometimes in our careers. It's other people, the director, the casting director, the producers. And as an actor, you don't always have a lot of control. And I love having a task that's mine, that I complete and finish.
Yeah.
And but one way I quiet the noise, and I know this is very simple sounding, but I try to sit and be still. And be still and just be quiet.
Now,
And
do you view that as being as different than meditation? Is it just a less formal form of meditation, just being still? Because that's a big component of meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, I just try to sit, I love a back porch. I don't know if it's because I'm Southern, but I love a porch. And I just try to sit on the porch for a few minutes, just have like a cup of tea or something, and just sit and be still. And I just, in those moments, try to have a moment of gratitude. And it can be as simple as, oh, I'm so thankful that, there's a really nice breeze out today, and it feels good going across my face. And I'm thankful for that breeze. I'm thankful that I get to sit here and feel that breeze. And
that's so wonderful, Angela. These are such specific things to share with people about making stuff with your hands, doing stuff with your hands, finding time to be still.
Yeah.
And finding even tiny, simple moments of gratitude. That's really great.
Yeah, I think that helps me. And I think, also the one thing I always tell my kids over and over, and it's something my parents told me a lot, is that you are enough. Just you exactly as you are enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for me. When I started doing therapy a while back, 10 or 15 years ago, however long it was, they had me do affirmations, and one of them they had a list you could choose from, or you could write your own. And they had this list, and the top one was "I am enough." And I was like, I looked at it, and I was like, oh shit, I don't feel that. And so my therapist was like, that's the one you have to look in the mirror every day. You have to hang by your mirror, and every day look in the mirror. And I know it sounds like, who was the what was that Saturday Night Live sketch? Like, gosh darn it, I love you. You are good enough.
Was it Stewart or something?
Yes, Stuart Smalley.
Yeah.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And
gosh darn it, I like me.
Yeah. From the former Al Franken, the former senator from Minnesota. But it was so hard for me to do, to like look in the mirror and say, like, I am enough. Even when I was on The Office and having some success as an actor and whatnot, it was very difficult for me to say. I had been wired to really view myself as not enough.
Well, you are enough, mister.
Oh.
And you know what I think? I think it's actually very hard for people who are smart asses. And you and I are both kind of smart asses. We're a little smart. So sometimes when I've seen sort of affirmations like that, I'm like, oh, please.
Right.
You know? And instead of just like saying, all right, step out of yourself for a minute, smart ass. Yeah. And let some of this message get
inside. Because I am
like
like down the middle. I am half kumbaya.
Yes.
Half cynical smartass.
I know.
So there's this
I love you so much.
Yin-yang battle between the two.
Yes. I know. Me too.
Yeah. You are a beautiful human being.
Well, I love you so much, Rainn. I'll come back anytime. I'll come back.
Do you want me to be on your stupid podcast?
Yes. Will you be on my stupid podcast with Jenna Fisher?
Who?
Jenna Fisher. You
doesn't
heard
ring
me.
a bell.
All right.
Background
I
actress?
hear my kids yelling. What are they doing?
Ah!
Yeah. Did you hear that? They're fine.
They'll be fine. Just throw them a sandwich. Make sure they don't drown. Hey, it was such a pleasure talking to you, Ms. Angela Kinsey. You're awesome, and thank you for taking 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of your very busy schedule coming on Hey Human.
I love you, Rainn.
Tell all your stupid followers to follow @SoulPancake. Will you do that?
I will. I will tell them.
No, just tell them right now. Tell them right now.
Oh, you know what my kids wanted me to say to you?
What?
Hi, idiot. You guys, I was in the car with my kids and Rainn called and I said, Rainn, I'm with the kids. You're on speakerphone. And he said, hello, idiots. And they loved it. They
laugh.
They laugh
and laugh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you too. So long.
Bye.
Okay. How was that? What an asshole. Right? See what I had to deal with for almost 10 years? Blah. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. So, guys, now it's the time in the show, Hey Human, where we interview a random human from the internet, from the Instagram internet. So please log on and say, hey, interview me. Rainn, ask to share screen, to join conversation or whatever. We're at 99. Maybe that's as many as can do that at one time. So we've got 99 on. Now, this is what happens. We've got over 2,500 people watching the show right now. When I pick someone, a lot of times we lose like 1,000 people because they're like, oh, I didn't get picked. The whole point is to watch the conversation with someone. It's good karma, and then maybe that will allow you to get picked at some future point. So here we go. I'm bringing them up. I'm going very randomly. I'm not looking at pictures. I'm not like selecting visually something like that. I'm just going up and down here. Here we go. Boom, good to boom. Hey, human. I'm just with the humans. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yo. Who do we got? We've got, I can't read a lot of these people. Sorry, I should be better at this. Olivia B. Bearden.
Hi.
Hey, Olivia B. Bearden. How's it going?
Good.
Good. Hey, where are you at, Olivia?
I'm in South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I've been there before. I've been to Columbia. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's what's the town on the ocean? It's not Savannah. Someone know what's it called? The town, the really beautiful town.
We have Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston.
Yeah,
so gorgeous. And where are you? What
I'm
town?
in Anderson, South Carolina.
Okay, that means nothing to me. So South, what do you do with yourself? Are you a student?
Yes, I'm
How
in
come you're not
7th grade.
studying right now?
I mean, we have e-learning, but I've done all of it, so.
You've done all of it? You learned everything?
Yeah.
You got a great Southern accent.
Thank you.
So tell me, what grade are you in? What are you studying now?
I'm in 7th.
Okay.
And we're doing a whole bunch.
Okay. You're studying a whole bunch. What do you like to study?
I like social studies, like history.
Oh, wow. Great. History. Yeah. Those humanities, social sciences.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. That's great. 7th grade. You seem very mature for 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you kind of a smarty pants? Is that kind of your deal?
Kinda.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you're pretty sharp.
Yeah.
That's great. And how have you been with this quarantine and everything? How's the e-learning going? How's the school going for you?
We have a lot of classes for middle school, so with 6 different classes, it's kind of hard to like keep up with what I've done and what I haven't done. And Saturday, I got to go out of the house for the first time in a really long time, so that was pretty fun.
Where'd you go?
I went to my cousin went to the store and stuff to do shopping or whatever, so I got to go with her.
That's great. You got to go to the store. Isn't that funny that going to the store is exciting? It's like, oh, I get to go to the store. It's kind of dangerous. It's like, don't get sick.
Yeah.
Be careful, but it's kind of fun. Like going to the Trader Joe's for me is like, oh, I'm in the Trader Joe's. Whoa, there's other people. All these people buying food. And here we are on Hey Human, and just what I asked to not happen happened. We're down 1,000 people. 1,000 people left the show because they were not picked to be on the show. And isn't that, sorry, what's your name again?
Olivia.
Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. It doesn't say it on the thing. Olivia Bearden. It doesn't, anyway, people are strange that way.
Yeah.
They didn't get picked, and so they're missing this scintillating conversation with Olivia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what tips do you have for the viewers about staying indoors and learning indoors and stuff like that? What has worked for you?
Well, I've been watching a lot of TV, so that's kind of worked for me. And I've done like small things around the house, like cleaning or like drawing or something. And I've been with my dogs and stuff. So
dogs are very healing. I've been spending more bonding time. America's dogs are very happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, they're getting to spend a lot more time with their human owners. They're like, whoa, this is awesome.
Here's mine right here.
Oh my goodness, what a beauty.
His name's Apollo.
Apollo? Oh, I love it. He's like a
boxer.
pit bull boxer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
great. Wonderful. So, well, that's great. Now, what kind of drawing do you like to do?
I like painting. I like doing anything. It's like,
yeah, good for you. And I think that's really great that you're able to be creative as well, because you know, I love people watching I like to watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a TV show. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
And I've been on several actually, but people seem to know me just from one. So I'm all for TV because I've made a living out of TV. I want people to watch TV, but I want people to watch TV in moderation. It's very strange sometimes. I'll meet people and they're like, hey, Dwight, I've watched The Office 14 times. And in my head, I'm like, I'm two things at the same time. I'm flattered and I'm happy that they're a fan. And at the same time, I'm like, how do you have so much time in your life to watch The Office 14 times? Come on. Like,
I've only watched it twice, so.
See, only twice, but you're 12.
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's time for you to learn to write an opera or to learn Mandarin. And there's so much you could do with those hours for people who have watched The Office 14.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, it was such a pleasure talking to you, Olivia, and meeting your dog. Let me see your dog one more time.
He's laying down right now, but.
Hey, Apollo?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Apollo.
He's pretty chill.
You there? Oh, I think you drugged him. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Oh, what a face. What a beautiful face. Thanks so much. And nice talking to you. And I'm going to pick someone else now.
All right. Bye.
All right. How about that? A 13-year-old from South Carolina. Who knows who we're going to get here on Hey Human. We're going to get one more short interview. And we've got lots of great people on the line here. Let me see what we got here. We've got Ken's Crafters. Kenny, are you even watching? Kenny?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Yo, Kenny, how you doing?
Not much, just doing what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, just hanging out inside.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I am in the almost epicenter of this whole thing in New Jersey, Bergen County, actually, which is like up north. Yeah.
So is that kind of scary? Because I haven't talked to anyone that's really been, that is kind of like one of the hardest hit areas of the country.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I guess it's the same thing. You just, practice like, being safe, going out, like caution when you're buying groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is kind of, I don't know.
Do you know anyone that's gotten sick?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, I actually got sick, but I wasn't sure if it was corona or not. This was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I've been like fine for over 2 weeks. So whatever it was, CDC guidelines would probably deem me no longer infectious, or who knows what it was.
Okay.
My mom actually tested positive. This was a week ago though. Her results came like so long. So, but she's been fine. She's actually up and about, cleaning, cooking, just doing some house stuff. And she's being cleared by the hospital and the doctors and stuff. So she's going back to work on Tuesday. She works in the hospital too. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically, if you're fine, like a week later, you're isolated for a week or whatever, they just send you right back into the front lines. So
wow. Yeah, that's one thing that's so crazy about this illness is like some people it can just hit them so hard, and then other people it's like a mild cold for a week or two. They don't seem to have an understanding of how that works. But what do you do with yourself? What do you do with your life there, Kenny?
I'm taking some classes, so just been staying at home. And as for work, they're paying, because I work for a university, so we're obviously closed. Yeah. But at least they're still paying us, so that's kind of a good deal. Good.
What do you do for the year?
I work at a library, actually.
Oh wow, are you a librarian?
No. Just like behind circulation, help out with the stuff, the books.
Own it, Kenny. You're a librarian. Say, I'm a librarian.
I'm not a librarian. I do end up doing some of their works, but I am not a librarian.
You're a badass librarian. You know it. You gotta own it. I want you to wear a librarian T-shirt. I want you to go do this for me. Shh.
Okay, I'll do that. Shh.
Okay, good. Excellent.
There you go.
And what has brought you the greatest joy and connection over the last 2 weeks?
Definitely not Tiger King, because no matter what, I can never get into that show on Netflix. I don't know what that is. People are trying to get me to watch that Tiger King show.
Tiger King, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Greatest joy in the last couple of weeks, I guess, just being home, with your family, and and just kind of spending more time with them, because I'm a little bit of an extrovert, so I kind of miss going out, kind of miss hanging out with things. But I'm not doing that. I don't condone going out, actually. So trying to beat this thing. So you just got to suck it up and stay in.
Connecting with family has been the thing that has brought you the most joy over the last.
Yeah.
That's great.
I wish I had any pets. I wish I had any one of your dogs. That would be great right now. But I don't have one. That would add to the joy. But
go find a stray. They're wandering all over Bergen County, New Jersey.
Is that what it is? Okay, I'll find one.
No one else is around, and find a stray. Bring some peanut butter cookies or something like that, nutter butter cookies, and
I'll just set in the park. Let's see what who shows up or starts calling. Why not?
Be rats, but who knows? Hey, Kenny, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for.
Oh yeah, likewise, Rainn.
Thanks for tuning into Hey Human. And I wish you the very best. Give my love to your mom. All right.
Oh, will do. You too. Stay safe.
So long.
Bye.
Ken's Crafters, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to give him a follow. This has been a real delight. So nice to have Angela on today, and 2 wonderful kids from the East Coast tuning in live on Hey Human. And guys, remember what we talked about at the beginning? We made this Venn diagram. These are very confusing times. We're connected, terrified, disconnected, and strangely laughing at the same time. That's kind of the space we're living in. We needed to add some other circles about financial anxiety, fear of the future, stuff like that. There's more we could add to this, but the point is that sometimes life throws seemingly contradictory feeling states at you, and we have to embrace that as part of the human experience. We're not just happy, we're not just sad. We kind of it's a time when we are, as I said before, discombobulated, kind of going everywhere from like, I'm really afraid. Sometimes I watch the news too much, and then I get really afraid, and then I feel really strangely connected to my friends, and we'll get on, play a game online or something like that, and then disconnected and whatnot, and all at the same time. So I hope we can just own all of these dichotomous, contradictory feeling states, and just know that that's totally normal to be feeling lots of different things at the same time and having them swerve and veer from hour to hour. So please tell your friends to watch Hey Human on the @SoulPancake Instagram Live every day at noon. I'll be doing this ridiculous, delightful, stupid little show. Say 3 contradictory things all being slotted together. Thanks so much for watching. I love you all. And from us at Hey Human, which is me, from me at Hey Human, hi human, hey human, how you doing? David Go Giants, Courtney Holtzman, Ruby T. Woo Shoes, Dehana Conklin, Deharu, Frosted Fairy Floss. Come back again. Let me interview you tomorrow at noon. Tell your friends. So long.